We quit our jobs, sold our house, and set off to travel the world. After Bangkok, we landed in Paris, the city of lights. But sometimes, even the most beautiful places test you. One moment, we were filming everything. The next, everything was gone. No camera, no footage. Just us trying to save what was left of Paris. We're Brandi and Roy. Welcome to Paris. Bonjour.
Welcome to Paris.
We spent the last month in Oregon for my cousin's wedding. Congrats, Kinsey and Connor.
Beautiful wedding.
Yep.
But now we're starting off our world travel again here in Paris. Glad to be back. We were here in 2019, and we're going to visit a site that we seen right before it got burnt down, the Notre Dame. So let's go check it out. It just opened up in December, I think. Oh, we made it to Notre Dame.
Definitely different from the last time we were here.
Yeah, you can see all the soot from the smoke that blackened all the windows, and there's stuff all around it, but they're still doing construction.
So much construction on the back.
But we're going inside. We didn't get to go inside last time. We're excited to see what it looks like. I feel like we're in Disneyland walking on this line.
Right, but it's crazy to see it up close. The details of everything are so amazing.
Yeah. It's so beautiful in here.
It really
is.
It's
massive too. The ceiling's so high.
We gotta be quiet because people actually worship here.
Yeah, there's mass, I think, going on right now.
It's incredible. This thing is huge in here. There's stained glass all the way to the top. That's all detailed like crazy.
The camera does not do it justice. It's just amazing in here.
Yeah.
There's just detail all along, all the way up to the very top. There's little details everywhere you look.
Oh, look at the faces.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Right there. Everywhere we look, we just find little details all over.
Yeah.
It's incredible in here.
It's amazing.
It's so grand too. It just feels so small when you're in here.
I'm so glad we got to walk in this.
From the inside, you can't tell that this was on fire. It's all been restored. Even on the outside, I don't know if right there in those stained glass windows, that's soot.
Yeah, doesn't look like it.
No, because from the inside, you can see perfectly clear through them. There is those black stacks in there that looks like it caught on fire. That's the one. And then maybe in the back too, where they're doing a lot of construction still.
I was also walking by a tour group and they were saying that none of the paintings and everything were in there at the time of the fire. They were being restored and whatnot.
She also wasn't walking by a tour. She was standing by a tour guide trying to get it.
I was fine. They happened to say that. And then I stood there to listen to see what else they said. But overall, it was incredible. I'm so glad we got to walk in.
Yeah. Off to our next spot now.
Just right around the block was our next stop, St. Chapelle. It's a beautiful church. We're not going to go inside this time. There's a huge long line and it's 12 euros per person and does not fit into our budget, but it is beautiful.
Feels like we're going back in time. Everything's so old and just feels fake, but it's real. It's awesome.
It's incredible here.
Like you're in a movie when you're walking here. There's just the cafes you just see on every corner.
Yeah.
Like this one right here. And that one on that corner over there. Got the Notre Dame here. And then the Eiffel Tower there. What do you have to say, Brent?
Pretty sweet. Made it to the Louvre, at least the courtyard area.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's closed today.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it's probably out of our budget. We wouldn't have went in anyway.
Probably.
We can look at the Mona Lisa on our phones.
You uncultured swine!
But even the courtyard out here is just cool to look at. It's massive.
It's so detailed, everything.
Everybody's out here getting their pictures,
Pyramids.
holding the pyramid.
We're doing that next.
If you want to see that photo, follow us on Instagram.
Do you want to ride the two-bus?
Here on camera. This is the Olympic cauldron from the 2021 Olympics and the 2024 Paralympics. It's just like the internal flame. It's just water and some lights, but it looks pretty cool. And we only had 2 more weeks to see it, so I'm glad we came and seen it.
One thing we love about Paris here, it's so walkable. We've been walking for the last couple hours and it doesn't even feel like that.
Yeah, everything feels super close. Like the Louvre's right here. You can see the Eiffel Tower from here.
The Olympic ball,
Yeah.
the cauldron.
So cool to see. But we're going to get some lunch.
It's about 12:30, so it's time to eat. Just stopped at the grocery store. I got the essentials. We need a big bottle of water. And then just bread. Hold us over for dinner time.
Found a little park. Eat our bread.
Right? We have a table, chairs.
Then we'll continue walking around the city. It's starting to get rainy out though. Feel a little sprinkles.
Hopefully it doesn't downpour.
Hopefully. We're walking to the Eiffel Tower now. It says it's an hour away, but it's crazy because it looks like it's just right there. We'll see if it takes an hour.
It just started raining, and it's raining pretty hard and super windy, so we might not make it to the Eiffel Tower. We might have to leave before then, but we're gonna try.
Made it about halfway, stopped at the Place de la Concorde, I think it's called. The biggest square in Paris. But we're gonna continue walking to the Eiffel Tower. Hopefully we don't get soaked.
We made it!
It only took us an hour and a half, but we stopped a bunch of times to film. So we're gonna check out this area and then probably find something to eat. We've only had bread today. We're walking across the street to get a better view.
Run.
The street lights here just turn red. You don't give you any warning.
Right? Green and then red instantly, no yellows.
But like I was saying, we're gonna cross the street to get a better view of the tower. It's surreal seeing it in person. It's just like you always grow up seeing it in the textbooks and movies.
When you think of Paris, you think of that.
It's just iconic, and you get the same feeling. Like we seen it in 2018, you just get that same feeling. We're just like, can't believe we're seeing this. But it's getting cold and rainy, and we gotta go find something to eat. So we'll see you there. Well, it's pouring now. So.
Our plan was to go to Montmartre, but now it's pouring, so we're gonna go back to the hotel and find something to eat around there.
Yeah, and then hopefully the rain will chill off and we'll go back out.
If not, we'll call it a night.
So we went to a local bakery that was rated really good right near our hotel, and I got a sausage roll. Ask me about my winner! But it's cold.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. I figured you'd warm it up, but maybe you're supposed to warm it up, but we don't have a microwave, so we try it and see. It doesn't look appealing at all.
And we got a baguette.
It's actually really good. If it was warm, it'd be awesome, but the flavor's really good.
I've been wanting to try this since we came back. We got it last time, it was so good. Strawberry tart. It's not my favorite tart. It is good. It has good flavor. It's real thick.
That's what she said.
It has whipped cream stuff. Has great flavor, but not my favorite tart.
Let me check, see if it's good or not.
See what he thinks.
The strawberries are really good. The pastry part, I don't like.
It's way thicker than normal, I feel like.
Yeah.
Usually it's more filling.
The whipped cream and the strawberries are delicious. The pastry actually, not that good. Our hotel lobby had a microwave, so I microwaved it. Let's see how it tastes. Much better. It's weird that it's good because a hot dog tastes like a corn dog hot dog, but it was good. It's like familiar taste, so it's really good. And this is our hotel room that we got here in Paris. We got a little couch, table with one chair. The only thing is this hotel didn't come with a toilet.
What?
Just joking. They have the toilet separate, which is nice.
Toilet bowl. And a little wardrobe.
It's out of the central area, so we can save a little bit of money out here. And we paid with points, so we only paid like $20 a night.
No, we paid $20 total.
We're here at the Arc de Triomphe. It's 6:30 at night, and we're filming with our phone, so it might look a little different. We'll tell you that story in a little bit, but we're gonna go up there, hopefully.
Well, our day keeps getting a little worse. We had tickets to go to the Arc de Triomphe to go upstairs at 7-Eleven or whatever so we could do the sunset there. But they closed early today because they're having like a ceremony or a memorial. So We paid for them and we're not going.
It says we'll get a refund, so
Hopefully, we'll see.
At least we got to see it from underneath. It's beautiful here, very detailed like everything else here. And it's massive too. It would have been awesome to be up there watching the sunset, but we're headed over there, Eiffel Tower.
Right there.
Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. You got these little urinals on the street. You just open it up and just piss right there. And then free water station. And then on the other side is the actual toilet.
Good.
This is what happened today and why we're filming on the phone is we were going to the Eiffel Tower on the trains. We weren't paying attention to the stops, so at the last second, Brandy's like, oh, this is our stop. So I just grabbed the bag and I had the camera sitting on the seat and just jumped off. As soon as this train closed the doors, I realized I didn't have the camera.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
So we just watched the train leave with our camera. We got a number on the back, which later we found out was not the number of the train.
Yeah, we were in hopes to talk to someone. It took us like 15 minutes to walk around from the exits.
Yeah, there was no one anywhere. So then we rode the train back 4 stops from where we came from and talked to somebody. And then they're like, no, you got to ride to the next stop. Then I dealt with that for like 2 hours was probably the whole process. They ended up saying, yeah, we didn't find the camera.
Which we knew.
We knew there was no way.
It still had like 20 stops left. We were stop 4, so.
Yeah. And what's crazy is while I was waiting for that to like find out if the camera was on the phone, there was a guy running through the station and like 4 or 5 guys were chasing him. And I was like, what's going on? I turn around and this guy has an umbrella and just smacks a guy as he's running. I'm pretty sure he was a pickpocketer. We ended up, when we left, we seen him getting arrested by the police.
It was crazy. Pinned against the wall.
Pinned against the wall. It was just crazy. He was just running through the train station, just smacked the guy with an umbrella. It sucks that we lost the camera. I think we only spent like $400 on the camera, but now they want $700-800 for those cameras. So we'll probably be filming on our DJI Action 5, so the quality is probably not going to be as good, and it's not going to be as stable because we had a gimbal on our Pocket 3, but we lost all our footage for
sucks.
all day.
We had a busy day.
Which I have the footage from yesterday, as you would see. So this is what we did today. We figured we'd tell you what we did. Maybe I'll throw some pictures up here. So last night we crashed hard. Jet lag hit us hard.
We went back in and fell asleep at like 7.
I've been up since 3 in the morning though because jet lag. But then we got up, grabbed a local bakery place. It smelled so good. We went in got a strawberry tart, chocolate croissant, and a baguette. The strawberry tart I like.
It was good. It just wasn't my favorite. The more you eat it, the better it was.
And then the chocolate croissant was delicious. Baguette was okay.
Yeah.
Then we went up to, what was the?
Sacré-Cœur.
Which was amazing.
It had beautiful like viewpoints of the city.
Yeah, it was on top of a hill. It just had the whole picturesque sky of Paris. And then we went in the back and like sat in a park and got a back view of it.
Yeah, there's like a little garden over there. It was pretty cool.
And inside the church was similar to like Notre Dame, which is just a big cathedral.
And then we walked through the town, went to Painter's Square, seen all the artists painting people.
What else did we do? I wrote it
We
down
walked
here.
down to Moulin Rouge. Roy did a dance.
Brady did too. I had to show her what's up though.
I don't think it's right. After that,
Napoleon statue that's on the big tower, which was really cool to see. And there was like no one there
because
either.
we're walking to Luxembourg Gardens.
Which we went there and we grabbed potatoes and cheese at the grocery store and ate it at the
Sauerbraten. It was delicious.
The Luxembourg Garden was beautiful too. It was huge. Oh, and then right next to the Luxembourg Garden was the Parthenon. We seen the one in Rome. It looks almost exactly like it, which it was modeled after, but
It had a dome on top.
dome on top here, which made it a little different. But
Couldn't go inside. You had to pay to do that.
Yeah.
We did not. It was not on our budget.
especially now.
Especially now. And then after that, we decided it was lunchtime. So we went and got our favorite steak and frites, but it was in sandwich form.
Yeah, it was really good. I love it. I
It
could
was
have used a
huge,
little bit
too.
more sauce, but yeah, it was really good.
It was 15 euros and it was like this big. It was huge.
It was expensive, but it was worth it. It was.
Yeah,
I would give it
we
again for
probably
sure.
could have shared one, but I'm glad we did it.
Really, the only time we ate besides the tart?
Today and yesterday.
I guess we shared one, potatoes and cheese.
Which is good.
Then we went to the Arc after that, right?
And then we went to the Eiffel Tower to get
We're on the train to go to the Eiffel Tower.
Pictures.
That's when I lost the
right when
camera.
we get to the stop. So
And then we had tickets to go to the Art Day Triumph at 7 o'clock tonight. You know how that went.
Yep.
But now we're here in Eiffel Tower.
waiting for the lights.
Makes it all better, kind of. That's it for Paris. I'm sure this video is not to be very good since half the footage we got was lost.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch a better video, click this one right here.
See you in Portugal.
Subscribe.